Are you recording already?
Yes, I am recording.
What's going on, guys? I'm Jace.
And I'm Josh.
And we have another death battle reaction for you guys today.
This one's been requested a lot.
And we know nothing about these characters.
Guts versus Nightmare. I mean, just off the look of them, the Guts, I'm assuming, Guts is the one on the left. I know because I've at least seen clips of Berserk. Guts is, he looks like a guy. Just a guy. You know what I mean? And then Nightmare, he looks like a monster.
He kind of looks like like Anubis or something. I don't know what that is. I mean,
I guess he could be like wearing some kind of. It's just a guy wearing armor or something. I don't know. All right, that's all. I don't know what else to say, Jason. I don't know what else to say.
The thing is, we have no prior knowledge going into this. Our guesses are going to totally be based off of the analysis. So, that being said, we're going to start the video.
For untold decades, scientists have searched for a legitimate method of measuring a person's level of badassness, completely missing the obvious answer.
Just check out the size of his sword! Like Guts, the brutal black swordsman from Berserk.
And Nightmare, the demonic scourge from Soul Calibur.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's 8-bit. Should be fine.
8-bit is fine, dude. 8-bit is classic.
Alright.
In the realm of Midland, rumors run rampant of a man wielding a humongous blade slaying any who get in his way. But before his legend grew, this black swordsman was known simply as Guts.
Hates the weak.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Guts is one of the most badass and hardcore characters ever.
But the story of Guts is not for the faint of heart.
It's a big old sword.
Yeah,
It's a buster
kinda
sword.
Dark. You've been warned.
After a brutal massacre, Guts was born from the corpse of his mother, who'd been hanged from a tree.
What the
And we're just
fuck?
getting started. Baby Guts was discovered by a traveling band of mercenaries and was adopted by the camp whore.
Who died to plague 3 years later. With no one left to turn to, Guts was mentored by the mercenary leader Gambino, who began training him in swordsmanship when he was just 6 years old.
Hey,
Wow.
Guts, why don't you use a smaller sword, one right for your side?
Aww.
We don't carry any baby-sized swords for kids here anyway.
An extremely determined student of war, Guts was soon brought onto the battlefield and killed his first man at the age of 9.
Despite
Wow.
his skill, life wasn't all murder, sunshine, and rainbows. Young Guts was constantly abused in many ways that I don't really want to go into. But these awful things he had to endure kickstarted the long, excruciating process of grooming Guts into the scariest man in the world.
Oh my.
After killing his crazed adoptive father in self-defense, Guts became a lone mercenary, and a damn good one. Recognized for his skill, he was recruited by the mercenary crew called the Band of the Hawk, led by an ambitious man named Griffin. The Hawk's Raiders would be Guts' first taste of camaraderie and friendship.
Over the next 3 years, they single-handedly ended a 100-year war. Things were looking up for Guts. And then Griffith summoned a horde of demons, transformed into a bat monster, murdered all of Guts' friends, and claimed ownership of Guts' soul by branding his neck. If that wasn't traumatic enough,
Took a
Griffith
turn.
then raped Guts' girlfriend in the pool of his friend's blood as he watched, pinned down with his eye gouge
Oh!
and forced to cut off his own arm.
Definitely not his best day.
Wow.
After all that, Guts dedicated his entire life to murdering Griffith as painfully and brutally as possible, while fighting demons on a daily basis as they are drawn to his brand like moths to a flame.
But to do this, he needs the right tools for the job. He carries a belt of throwing knives and a pouch of mini bombs even demons can't take.
He also received a new mechanical hand, which houses a flamethrower, repeater crossbow, and a hidden
crossbow?
single-shot cannon.
What?
Blasting a demon's face off.
Surprise, bitch!
But none of that compares to Guts' primary tool of destruction, the giant blade known as Dragon Slayer.
Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. It's too big to be called a sword. More like a heap of raw iron. And it might just be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Forged by the legendary hermit Godo, Dragon Slayer was made to, well, slay a dragon. Unfortunately, it was laughed off as
It costs.
impossible to
It
use
weighs
by anyone.
400 pounds. Holy
Except for
shit!
Guts.
Wow.
Sitting 6.5 feet
Made of
long and
steel, yet
weighing
somehow
over
stronger
400
than steel?
pounds, the Dragon Slayer is enormous.
Does that make any
though
sense?
That
not
doesn't. That
unfeasible.
doesn't.
In real life, the largest sword ever used in battle belonged to a Frisian freedom fighter and stood 7 feet tall, though it wasn't nearly as heavy, only 14 pounds.
With a single swing of Dragon Slayer, Guts can cleave through a man wearing heavy armor. Along with
Killed his
weapons,
horse, too.
His horse, and any other people, animals, or demons who happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And after killing over 1,000 demons, no, I did not stutter,
God.
Dragon Slayer has bathed in so much demonic blood that it now rests in both the physical and astral planes of existence. Somehow. Meaning it is capable of harming any supernatural being.
Even ghosts!
It can
Guts is an
hurt
absolute
ghosts.
monster in combat.
Damn.
He can move faster than the eye can track, killed
What?
100 soldiers on his own in a single night, and
Wow.
once jumped in the mouth of a giant sea god, cut his way through it, and killed it from within.
You intend to gamble your life on a single strike.
Guts will do anything to defeat his foes, including jumping into fire or allowing himself to be impaled just to gain an advantage. And somehow he
Bro.
always survives. He's fallen hundreds of feet, gotten stabbed through the face, taken 1,000 supernatural punches at once, and even been run over by an elf fairy Mothra going supersonic speeds.
But his disregard for his own safety can be costly. Honestly, the only reason he's still alive is pure dumb luck and unstoppable willpower.
And if Guts wasn't tough enough on his own, he wears the Berserker armor, the most insane battle gear you've ever seen.
Activating the Berserker armor seals off the wearer's nervous system, making him immune to pain and its natural inhibitions.
Wow.
This allows Guts to fight at his fullest potential, boosting his power and speed at the risk of damaging his own body.
With this armor, Guts' sword swing is more powerful than a cannonball, though the Force can break his own arm. But don't worry, the cursed Berserker armor will literally rip and pierce his body to pin the bones and muscle back in place.
Now, don't get the wrong idea. The armor does not actually heal Guts. It just holds him together. This is dangerous because, well, even though Guts won't feel pain, that doesn't make him invincible.
Plus, the Berserker armor also kinda forces Guts to give in to his inner demons and lose all sense of morality and restraint, making him the most violent demon killer ever.
Violent
Awesome.
and completely uncontrollable.
Guts is the embodiment of rage and the epitome of badassery. Believe me, the last thing you want to do is get in this guy's way.
I gotta
My
watch
sword
Berserk.
has gotten very dull. However,
Let's
it's
do it.
3 times as thick and does 3 times the damage of a normal sword. You'd better pray you die quickly, or this could be painful.
Long, long ago, transcending history and the world, an enormous sword was forged, designed to be the deadliest weapon on the battlefield.
It was called Soul Edge, and it was a beast. Gigantic, powerful, sexy.
At a daunting 6 feet 1 inch in length, no ordinary soldier could wield it, but those who could proved unstoppable.
It left no survivors in its wake, just like my ex-wife at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
However, a great evil dwelt within the sword.
He's used that joke
After
before.
claiming victory upon victory and being bathed in the blood and hatred of countless foes, a fire was born inside Soul Edge.
Literally, it's a demon made of friggin' fire.
The demon Inferno had one purpose: to infect the world with evil and chaos. But in order to accomplish this, he needed a warrior capable of wielding the true power of Soul Edge. He planned to possess this warrior and transform them into the azure-clad Knight of Darkness, Nightmare. Inferno's first victim came in the late 16th century, when a pirate named Cervantes de Leon raided an English galleon and discovered the intriguing blade aboard, claiming it as his own.
But as we know, this was no ordinary flesh-covered sword with an eyeball. Inferno seized this opportunity and possessed the pirate, testing his body by slaughtering the entire population of a Spanish port town. Talk about a test drive!
Unfortunately, while powerful, Cervantes was not the ideal vessel Inferno sought.
So he made him sit in that town until 2 chicks showed up, killed his ass, and somebody more powerful picked up the sword.
That someone was a knight named Siegfried, and this was the body Inferno was looking for. Once Siegfried's
Oh,
hand
wow.
touched Soul Edge, Inferno began eating away at his soul, torturing him endlessly and feeding on his fear and anger, transforming him into Nightmare. Nightmare was powerful enough to threaten all of Europe, conquering whole armies and devouring thousands of innocent souls.
If you haven't figured it out
Remembers
by
the
now,
fighting
Soul
style
Edge
of
is
all
kinda
previous
like the ring from
Nightmares.
Lord of the Rings. If it could cut people
Damn.
and hungered for souls.
However, Soul Edge's power was incomplete. At some point, it had been broken, and shards of the demon's sword had been scattered across the world. To unlock Soul Edge's true power, Nightmare set off to find the lost pieces of his sword and repair it.
As Nightmare discovered each shard, the power of Soul Edge grew, and so did Nightmare's. He can fight with numerous stances, channel fire and lightning through Soul Edge, and devour the souls of hundreds at once with Soul Wave.
Despite Nightmare's ever-growing power, Siegfried constantly battled to free himself from Soul Edge's curse, and eventually, he succeeded. The two did
good
battle
job.
atop Osterreinsberg Castle, but Nightmare's power was so great, the entire structure was obliterated by a single swing of his vile blade.
Just like a crazy ex-girlfriend, he figured if he couldn't have that body, no one can.
Soul Edge cannot be defeated by an ordinary blade. In fact, only one weapon has ever been able to harm it, a supposedly holy blade called Soul Calibur. Unknown to most, Soul Calibur is actually the final shard of Soul Edge, reforged into a second sword made specifically to combat its demonic counterpart.
Poor guy. How would you feel if some asshole decided to make a weapon specifically designed to murder you? And it kept showing up everywhere.
Nightmare has come close to conquering the world on numerous occasions, yet a warrior wielding Soul Calibur always seems to show up and hold him at bay. While Soul Edge seems indestructible,
Apart from that pesky holy sword.
Inferno does require a mortal body to create Nightmare. Should Nightmare fall, Inferno can risk his own life by manifesting himself to protect Soul Edge, as
Okay.
his very existence is tied to the sword.
But if Nightmare manages to absorb that final shard, Soul Edge and Nightmare will merge into their ultimate form. Night Terror. A larger,
They have an ultimate
deadlier,
form.
flyier
Holy
nightmare.
shit.
Flyier?
Yeah, when one gains the power of flyingness? Duh.
No matter the
Flyingness.
time, place, or vessel, few can match the vile trio of Soul Edge, Inferno, and Nightmare.
Darkness! I shall drown the world in both!
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle! Giant swords, yeah!
Giant sword, yeah.
Hmm. Okay, this one is a little tough. Are you sleeping?
Maybe. Let me think.
Need some coffee?
Let me think.
You just sound like...
I'm leaning towards
I know-
Nightmare.
I kind of am too.
I mean, like, he said the only thing that can kill him is a holy weapon. Remember,
Right.
what did they say about Guts' sword? That it's been dipped, it's been so much blood or whatever, that it can affect things on the spectral plane?
It can, on the... I thought it was the astral plane.
Yeah, is that the same thing as a holy sword?
I don't... Not necessarily.
I don't
mean,
think
but
so.
it's we could still be wrong about that though.
Could be wrong about that. That's what makes it so hard. I mean,
I'm gonna stick with Nightmare on
I
this
might want
one.
to go with that way, but he gains the power of flyingness.
Exactly.
All right. I'm gonna go with Guts because I want it to be different this time. I want us to have different opinions this time.
You're going with Guts.
I'm gonna go with Guts then. Oh, I've got it.
I'm gonna go with Nightmare.
I think I'm gonna be wrong though. All right,
So
Guts.
Nightmare, Guts,
Guts.
shake on it.
Shake on it, slap bet.
All right, slap
All right.
that.
You're gonna be so happy if I get it wrong because then you'll be able to slap me.
All right, let's do the death. Let's watch it. Let's watch this
All right,
death battle. This death battle better kick ass
All
because these seem like some really tough contenders.
All right.
Let's go. Nightmare.
He's got the shards of his sword.
Oh, I thought those were Chaos Emeralds.
Probably. Chaos control.
You're in my way. Stand aside.
He tells him to step aside, be like, he
Yeah.
just steps aside and then he just walks past and it's just like, tie.
Tie. Another thing is, like, Guts fights demons and monsters all the time, right? On a daily basis.
Right?
So I don't know, maybe this won't be anything different to him. I don't know.
But I don't think Nightmare is any regular demon, though.
Oh, he got the foot. He's clamped his foot down. Oh, headbutt! Oh! Cannon to the face.
Oh, it has that little cut.
It didn't work. Flyingness.
Oh, great. I have a feeling Guts is gonna win now.
I don't know. Ugh. Oh, shit. He's got arrows.
They're getting torched.
Oh! But does he get an arm back? I don't know if he can do that.
I told you to stay out of my way.
It's not over. He's gonna like. Because Guts, I'm pretty sure he's gonna use like his.
Gus hasn't used the Berserk armor yet, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm worried.
Yeah. Oh, now he's using it.
Shit!
Is it over? Yes!
God damn it!
Yeah, now that's what I call a sword fight. While Nightmare wields more power than Guts, this is what Guts does every single day.
Yes!
He gets the shit kicked out of him trying to defeat gods and demons leagues above his abilities and still prevails.
It's true, all his life.
I mean, this guy lives in a world where giant monsters are trying to kill you, eat you,
Initially, I
rape
wanted
you,
Guts.
or all
Initially, I
three at
wanted
the
to vote
same
for Guts, but I
time.
thought that
And that's
really,
just
truly thought that
Monday.
Nightmare was gonna win.
Yeah,
God damn it!
It's true. All his life, Guts has had the odds stacked against him, and yet he's still kicking while everything else is dead.
Oh, but
I'm tired of you slapping me.
Caliber can destroy Soul Edge.
That's also true in the Soul Calibur world. However, Inferno exists on an astral plane. If you recall, Guts' sword Dragon Slayer also exists on such a plane, leaving no question that it could destroy Soul Edge. His Berserker armor bought him plenty of time to land the killing blow.
Yeah, because it will literally let you fight on until all of your bones are shattered and the last drop of your blood is spilled.
And it's not like Soul Edge was gonna have any luck tempting Guts into picking it up and turning into another Nightmare. Not only has Guts dealt with enough demonic shit to know that's a bad idea, he really loves that Dragon Slayer. He's not giving that up for anything.
Guts was just a whole nother caliber.
The winner is Guts.
Woo!
I fucking hate you right now. I feel like you tricked me. I swear to God, you must have tricked me.
I didn't know. I swear to God.
Bull.
Give me a Bible. Give me a Bible. Here.
That's not a Bible.
It's a book. Okay,
It's not
who
a Bible,
cares?
no.
Just no. I can edit it in post. You can just like take the sleeve off, and people will just think it's a Bible. I can edit it in post.
No,
No.
I do have a Bible.
What about this? What about this?
That's not a fucking Bible.
I have a Bible app. I
Screw
swear,
you.
I had no idea. I had no idea. Okay, and I
don't believe you.
I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be Nightmare, but then you went with Nightmare, and I was like, it's gonna be more interesting if we have different opinions, and one of us is.
So if
gonna
I
get
had
slapped.
originally gone with Guts, you would have gone with Nightmare. And
I
then
would
would
have.
have won. God damn it!
But I thought Nightmare, and if you if you thought Guts, and I thought because originally I thought Nightmare, and and then you would have been right, but you thought Nightmare too, so I switched it, and I was like, I was like, man, I don't want. If we're both right, then it's gonna be a boring video. But at least one of us is gonna get slapped, right? Ready?
No, god damn it! Just let me normal,
Fine,
please.
Bitch!
Ah!
Taking it like a champ.
That's because I've been slapped like 8 billion fucking times.
Woo!
Asshole.
He's just really, really mad that there's never been a death battle where I was wrong and he was right and he got to slap me. And because
there was one where I was right and you were wrong, but that was before we started doing the slap bets.
Oh yeah.
And now you're better at it, so you're not gonna lose.
Alright.
Hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. I'm Jace.
I'm Josh.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.